Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. This is Game God Fluent, bringing you episode 75 of Let's Play the Spiderweb Software Instant Classic CRPG, that's computer role-playing game, Queen's Wish 2, The Tormentor. We're in Esker Keep. Let's go. Alright. Esker Keep is in the northeast of the Lodaga, but in the northern side, we're up here. We have some stone and iron to play with, so we're going to go ahead and rebuild a bit of Esker Keep. So I think first thing we should do, though, is build a guard tower to reduce theft, because now that we captured the second fort in the region, theft is going to go up. I'm sure the Doggins are not going to be happy about it, about us rebuilding this fort. So, guard tower. Can't upgrade because we don't have an alchemical quicksilver. Guess we can build a barracks for our 6th point. Which would give us a +3 to magic attack as well. Sure, build a barracks. We'll put that. Over here. Actually, we'll put it in the free building. It's free! I don't know if anybody will know that reference unless you're my age. Alright, barracks. How are things going on? Reasonably secure. Supplies will be rare. Robberies, that is. Subtle lines of lack of respect. Subtle signs. Alright. Very good. Next thing up, we should build a I guess we have enough to build everything here. Let's build a carpenter for sure. Make a stall. Carpenter. Ooh, weaving room. We'll get another inventory slot, so let's build that. Get a stall. Weaving room. And can't build an apothecary, but we can build a mill and a bakery. So let's build the mill, and let's grab the bakery while we're here too. We'll put the bakery here. And we'll put the mill here. Check out the miller. Great efficiency, and the profits go to you. Let's check in on the bread. I think we have the best bread we can have. Soft white bread with a satisfying crunchy crust, not bad. The baker's thrilled that you tolerate it. Have a pastry. Pastry is sweet, sticky, and simple. Nothing like the elaborate creations of Sharon's palace, but good enough for a luxury-starved unfortunate like yourself. Alright. And then, I guess that's it. Alright, so let's actually look and see what we can get here. If anything, let's go ahead and get that bigger backpack. So good gloves. Okay, we can get chain gloves, which are 3 physical damage. I think everybody has unique gloves, so spider silk cowl. Tier 1 arcane gear. It's nice magical defense. New robe. War mage plus 2 magical sages plus 30% bless and 9 and 18. Tier 3 arcane. So actually you could wear that, and that's a nice upgrade for you. It also absorbs 80% damage. It's got 3 slots. Alright, before I go buying anything, let's go ahead and make a save. Quick save, and then I didn't meet everyone in this fort yet. We're going to do that too. Let's go to the Tower of the Rudigo. Let's just see what I could potentially get here with our money. Okay, get Mighty Thoughts, which gives a 2% bonus to resisting mental attacks. Next level here is Resolve a Row. New trainable ability gives the possessor lasting powerful resistance to all mental effects and stunning. That's probably our next move. 5% hit chance. Gives a character a lasting shield that fully absorbs some damage. Spectral armor. That's 800. We can forge the spear. Alright, so basically nothing right now. I don't think we're going to come here for Mighty Thoughts. We may come here for Resolve of Row, which we have to dedicate anyway. Another fort, so... didn't mean to do that. Quick save. Alright. So can we spend some money on upgrades? Potentially here. Let's see, stats. We've got the crystalline rod. Not quite as good as regularly as Abaddon. Wands, Wand of Bone. Basically the same thing he's using right now. Vertigo Bone Wand. Makes sense. Iron Tower Shield. 10% speed penalty. But very wicked. Absorbs 80% damage. Tier 2 armor. It's only 115 too. I think we'll go ahead and do that. Ooh, 10% speed penalty though. That's maybe not. Speed bonus is 31%. Yours is 29%. Very good. So, bows though, composite bow. That's a legit upgrade. That's an ice bolt bow. Attack ice arrow, slowed for 2 turns, so not an upgrade for you. It's a 4-4 upgrade for you. It is a 2-2 upgrade for you. You don't have tier 2 combat skills. Wow. You do, though. But you're the last person who needs a bow. You have that good staff. So I guess we just get a bow for her. 4-4 upgrade. Sure. Sell the Cronus longbow. Sorry if I'm a little quiet, guys. I'm just really tired, but I do want to play here. It's over 28. Okay, so that's everything there. And then finally, the blacksmith. Start with helmets. Steel helm. Steel plate helm. It's an upgrade any way you slice it for Matthew. Upgrade for Sonia. Not the steel helm. No. And that has 3 slots. Okay, let's go ahead and buy this steel plate helm for her. Do we have to transfer any augments? No. Okay, oh, we don't have any augments here. We have to go back to town to do that. Plus, it's got that +1 to healing strike, so let's keep that on for now. Okay, that's it for helmets. Armor. Got the fine Halberg steel plate armor. Absorbs 80% damage. Up to 17 fizz. Wow. We just got you a fine Halberg, though. That is not a righteous upgrade from the fine Halberg. And I do not want to take a 20% speed penalty with Matthew. Could we get a fine Halberg? 10% speed penalty? Probably should. Even though it's 10% speed penalty. Simply because you do, for Matthew, gets the 10% stun resist. The defense. The 3rd slot. We'll think about that because it might not be necessary if he's going to use his bow more often. Arcane weapon, crystallized ice. Icy blow, 20% hits are critical and slowed for 3 turns, 50%. That's very nice. Main hand weapon. He can't use it because he doesn't have tier 3 magic. Like, you could use it, but for what? Not really too much of an upgrade. Well, a little bit, but... Okay, so that's it for crystallized ice. Acidic halberd, venom lance, 20% hits are critical, poison for 4 turns, 50%. Very nice. Nothing we can really use. 20% plus crit chance is really nice. And is there any way to get to tier 3 magic from where we're at here? Wow, we'd have to go 1, 2, 3. We need 4 spare points. is just not going to happen. Plus, I don't want to lose that critical chance, which takes us to 28% crit chance. As for you, you'd also need 4 points to get there. I'd have to take 1, 2, 3, 4. A lot of her combat abilities. Then it would let me equip Crystallized Ice. So let's see if Crystallized Ice for Sonya is the business. Has 3 slots. Same speed penalty and hit chance. Less damage than the Scourge. But adds 20% crits and slowed for 3 turns, 50%. See, the bleeding and stun on the Scourge are nice, but only trigger at 10%. I don't think I'm going to do anything with that yet because I want to go to the High Litha and buy a better weapon up there, I think. Nothing new here. Iron Halberd. Steel Broadblade. That, of course, is a nice weapon. Does a little more damage, 3 to 3, and has 3 slots. And plus 3 physical damage. This has the 2 slots. Oh, what was I going to do? With the second slot, I don't remember if there was anything. I don't think I could do it. So you have that for slowed. This will give you 10% speed bonus. Yeah. What am I taking over the speed bonus? Slowed. Slowed for 2 turns. I don't know. I don't know if I like that. I know I made the trade for it, but %10 speed is really nice. I always go speed. +1 battle medic. Magical damage. We'll see. I want to see what to do with those healing strikes that Sonya has in her helmet and try to figure out what they do. So, alright, let's actually take this time to head into the fort for once. I guard the fort. You enter the main hall of Esker Keep. Surprisingly, the soldiers here made sure that it is properly equipped. Everything is clean and in good repair. There are lots of supplies. In particular, there are lots of weaponry and armor, far more than you have seen in other forts of the row. They are all cleaned and oiled. Much of it is new. An expensive armory ready to outfit a considerable force. The soldiers salute you as they pass. They say that the commanders are in the northern offices. An actual good, well-supplied fort. That's different. Welcome. Wind is harsh today. The Doggons fight. Oh, we've got a message. The mirror fills with purple mist. You hear hissing. Then someone clears her throat. Ah, I'm through. Finally. Matthew, are you there? It's Delia. Havenite soldiers have returned to safety in the Lodaga. They said you were involved in our victory there. I contributed, but truly they were the real heroes, and I believe that for sure. Well spoken, very diplomatic, but their struggle is over and ours continues. What will be done now? The Lodaga has fallen into shambles while our attention was elsewhere. Its status shames our family. Governor Ayato is a gross incompetent and must be replaced when we have a suitable candidate. Delia's voice is quiet and flat, but you can tell how upset she is by the situation. You sound angry. I am furious. It is one thing for there to be little wars in our vassals. They are wild places. But for Havenite soldiers to be abandoned, killed, Governor Ayato has shamed us in the eyes of the world. No replacement for the governor is available? Don't worry, a search is happening. There is some competition for the post. Several influential families want their useless children sent there. We have to find a competent prospect that brings maximum advantage to the queen. Rasalawita would make a good governor. I like Rasalawita. I want to replace the governor now. The queen does not want you to do so. I agree. Your job now is to calm the situation so that we don't look weak and the road don't revolt. Revolt. How can I do that? Rise up above Governor Ayato's idiocy. The Lodaga's problem is this horde of raiders and invaders. Hunt them back to their lair. Find whoever is responsible and destroy them. This will solve all of our immediate problems. I will do what I can. We are sure you will. You have earned a lot of trust. Happy hunting, Matthew. The mist fades. Okay, and we've got more. When you approach the mirror, it fills with a soothing white mist. You lean close, expecting kind or reassuring words. Instead, Sutter's harsh voice barks out at you. Matthew, you there? We just got the report. You've taken control of a 6th fort. About time. Only one to go. Oh, hello, Sutter. Hello, no chatter. Let's get this over with. I'm busy. Mother usually talks to me when I reach new forts. Mother is otherwise occupied. It's a lovely, lovely day. She's in the garden tending to her flowers and her list, so she had me check in with you. The garden? The small rural garden, the one with the portal. Strange to see her there. She hasn't personally touched her flowers in years. Nice to see her in a good mood, I guess. How is Mother doing? Sutter pauses. She is better. It happened a few days ago. She suddenly has more energy. She is up and out of bed. She smiles sometimes, which is strange for her, but it beats the alternative. I think yesterday I heard her hum. Unfortunately, she is devoting a good portion of this new energy to expanding her list of tasks. The list is getting longer. By the day, every one of our vassals needs to be put in order, apparently. She's even developing plans for nations not already our vassals. Ominous. I have been patient with her, but it may be soon time to rest and consolidate what we have gained. This is all... I may just stay in the Rokaj. This is all for the good of Haven. Perhaps. However, our resources, yours, mine, and Delia's, are limited. We must choose carefully what we give our limited attention to. I should not be dealing with every major vassal at once. That is how people get tired. It is how mistakes happen. He sighs. But it is my duty. One day, hopefully far in the future, I will be king. Do you think you will be king soon? I confess, I thought that time might be soon. Happily, Mother is up out of bed. I am daring to hope. I will take the burden when it is placed on my head, but I would prefer it not to be right now. Are you sure you should be king? There's a very long pause. You get nervous. When Sutter is silent this long, it means he is angry. And yet when he speaks, he seems calm. Should not, it does not matter. It is chosen. I am the tool forged for this job. It is my only purpose. It is what will happen. I have not forgotten how you questioned me when you returned from Sacramentum. I will be king. Know your place. That is all. The mist clears from the mirror. The audience is over. I did question saying I should be king in the first Queen's Wish. The Atto's principles are wise, Chief Xerxo. Unlike the tidy halls outside the doors, this office is full of dust and clutter. You have to choke back a sneeze. It doesn't look like the soldiers come back here very often. A hunched-over man with gray hair sits at the desk, shuffling back and forth through a thick pile of paper. He looks up at you, slowly rises, and lets out a little cough. My prince, Esker Keep is so honored to meet you. I am Chief Xerxo. I know why you're in the Lodaga, and all of our resources are at your disposal. He slumps back into his chair. I need your report about the current situation. Of course, our fort is stable, secure, and in a good defensive position. There is still raider presence in the Lodaga, but it is a local disturbance of low importance. All is well. Tell me about this fort. Esker Keep is Haven's only outpost in the northern Lodaga, serving all of this region, including the city of Etse. It has been proved to be entirely adequate for our needs. Don't we have an outpost in Etse? This was deemed an unnecessary expense. Anyone with business with Haven can easily travel here. Actually, everything in this fort is run down. Xerxo lets out a little cough. This fort's budget and capabilities are entirely in line with what is required of it. The Lodaga has the standard rogue chaos, but there is no sign that they can threaten Haven's presence. Tell me about the raiders in the Lodaga. Normally, they would not be significant. I understand that Rasa Loita petitioned you to fight them. Such insolence. If you want to know where to hunt, the Master of Etse can help you. What is the status of the Rokaj as a whole? Please don't be disturbed by the attacks and other distractions. The Rokaj is normal. For the Rokaj, all is well. I have carefully followed Governor Ayato's principles. What are Governor Ayato's principles? The Rokaj is a precious vassal, but it is unstable. There is always a chance that it can rise up against us. Therefore, it is best to treat it with respect and neglect. We collect our taxes, help when they ask, and otherwise leave them alone. This has left the Lodaga at a normal and tolerable level of disruption. I am here to judge Governor Ayato. Now Chief Xerxo looks nervous. I am aware of that. Of course, I completely support our governor. His principles have brought Haven peace and a constant flow of tribute. I still like him. He seems adequate for the post. I am glad that you agree. You will not regret it. How else can I help you? I'd like to know more about you. I am a full citizen of Haven, though I was born in the Akemen. I served the Empire from a young age and have had a long career. Now I will end my career and retire after a blemish-free time watching over the Lodaga. Tell me about the Akemen. It is the next vassal over to the west, past about 100-mile stretch of wilderness. We generate less wealth for Haven than the Rokaj, but we also cause far fewer headaches. What qualities cause Governor Ayato to select you? I am patient. I have a strong reputation for passiveness. I am always looking for an excuse to not act. You can almost see dust settling on him as he speaks. And that is a good quality? In the Rokaj, yes. Everything we do can anger these touchy folk. It is always best to leave them alone as much as possible. That is why things are so peaceful now. You think the Rokaj is peaceful? Well, I know there have been some assassinations, true, but you were never in real danger, and the villains are on the way to being punished. Standard business in the Rokaj. Some will try to trick you into seeing rebellions and grand conspiracies around every corner. Don't let yourself be fooled. Chief Xerxo has tea brought for you and tries to make conversation. Whenever you ask a question, he searches through his unsorted piles of maps and reports to find the answer. His office is a neglected mess like his fort. I need resources to rebuild our forts. Then it is good fortune for both of us that you are here. Much of our stone comes from a Haven claim, the Stinging Oasis. The women there work very hard to make properly dressed stone for us. However, recently they stopped sending stone, and I haven't had the soldiers to spare to send an expedition. Also, I must be careful. The Oasis angers the Lodagans. Where is the Oasis? It is not far to the southeast. If you explore in that direction, travel with care. There are more raiders than usual that way. That is why I avoid sending soldiers there. Why hasn't the Oasis been sending stone? We have had no messages. However, it is not an unusual event. The works there have frequent disruptions. Some of the locals are very angry about the place. Why does the oasis anger the Doggins? It is a refuge. You see, the low Doggins tend to keep an unusual level of control over the women. Not all of the ladies here care for this. Thus, Haven declared the stinging oasis a refuge. All women can flee there for a time, and we protect them. In return, while they are there, they can put that admirable Doggin skill at stonework at our disposal. That is how they pay their rent. Why is this refuge necessary? The low Dogger can be a very hard place for a woman with a strong spirit. Some women here flee to other provinces to build new lives. Others want to remain in this land for their own reasons. They can hide at the oasis. Did you create this refuge? No, it predates Governor Ayato's rule. The oasis is exactly the sort of provocation our wise governor tries to avoid. Okay. Thank you, Chief Xerxo. Ooh, let's come this way. No quartermaster thus far. Captain Azucena. There's a captain of the Haven Army waiting for you in the center of this office. The chamber itself is sparse. Most of the maps and equipment are in other rooms except for a thick binder of maps on her desk. This is a quiet, calm room where she could meet and plan. She stands up straight and gives you a salute. You note that her robes are clean and pressed, with her captain's insignia on the shoulders. She says, "Welcome to Esker Keep, Prince. I am Captain Azucena. I am honored by your visit and eager to tell you what we have been doing here." You have a lot of maps on your desk. She nods. The row has very complicated topography. Many maps are required for operations. You have probably guessed from what you saw in the entry hall. We've been doing a lot of work here. We need to act up here, away from Governor Ayato's gaze. What can you tell me about this region? As you have seen, the Lodaga is full of raiders. Whatever you might have heard, this is no ordinary force. They are numerous and organized. Of course, if ordered, I could give opinions about Governor Ayato. You are avoiding the governor's gaze? She decides to pretend that she misspoke. I'm sorry. I would never try to disobey my governor. I mean, I was trying to improve Haven's position without causing the governor difficulties or worry. A very high quality and productive lie. It is easier to speak with the row up here. Farther upward, they are more likely to be frank. Let me go ahead and hit my water bottle here. You have contacts with the local row? I have been building a network, figuring out what clans properly value Haven, and which ones foolishly want to expel us. If the seas get choppy, we will need lists of the loyal. You may speak freely. Governor Ayato is passive. In some vassals, this works. Here, the row respect decisiveness and courage. They will push us constantly. Sometimes we need to push back, or they will think us weak, removable. Alas, I think it is too late to correct our mistakes. We must be prepared for whatever the Rokaj is planning. Okay, that's an interesting take on it, for sure. I'm here to judge Governor Ayato. All are aware of that. It may be time. However, to replace him, you need a superior candidate to replace him. Someone of higher status than me, competent, brave, and ambitious. Nobody like that has come here from Haven in a long, long time. Tell me about the raiders. You have seen yourself how numerous they are, how brave and determined. There are lots of them. They are persistent and willing to die. Most importantly, they don't seem to be interested in wealth. They are a problem. I thought I could do something to solve it. You asked to be transferred here? I made the request of General Angok back in Lascara. He agreed and gave me a great deal of resources and freedom. I came here. This seems the place where will and steel can do the most good. I met raiders in the Gentle Coast. Yes, and they tried to kill you. A serious attempt on the life of Sutter and you, deep in supposedly peaceful territory. It should have gotten much more attention than it did. Ever heard of someone called the Wolf? She thinks about this. No. Then again, while we have fought brigands, we have never managed to capture any. They are also good at not leaving written records. Where are the raiders hiding? They seem to be most numerous in and around Uwakita Mountain to the north. They also constantly occupy and then flee the ruins of Fort Cariaris to the south. What is Uwakita Mountain? One of the larger mountains of the region. It is shot through with many mining tunnels, an excellent place for brigands to hide. Anyone following them into the tunnels is likely to die from any of 1,000 sorts of ambush. Why haven't they been destroyed? They move around quickly, they hide in tunnels, and they are clever. When we chase them into the mine shafts, we might kill a few, true. Then they spring their traps, bury our warriors, and flee. Actually defeating them will require both strength and cunning. Skilled hunters in small groups. I can see why Rasa Luita gave you the petition. Captain Azucena keeps a small fire lit in the brazier while you are here. She is eager to discuss military matters with you while sitting and sipping roti. Her constant tense energy makes her out of place among Haven's soldiers in this vassal state. Oh, we already heard all this. I've come to fight the raiders. I am pleased. I will be careful to not interfere with your efforts. There is much to be done. There is a small offshoot band of brigands I have been hunting. I thought you would be interested. Go on. Many of my soldiers are new and unpracticed. They are Havenites, but green. I have had them raid the Rokaj ruins. There are plenty of raiders hiding there. However, our soft targets have been reinforced. I could use more help rooting them out of their ruin. There would be value in controlling that location. Where are the Rokaj ruins? To the northwest, at the base of the mountain separating us from the High Litha. It's an old ruin, one of the many fortresses shattered during the Great Uprising. What would you have done with these brigands if you defeated them? I'd have them taken to the prison, Sinete. Master Arakaukum and I would have questioned them together. Then, execution. They tried to kill a prince. The time for Governor Iato's softness and indecision has passed. That's all for now, thanks. Very interesting takes, and really probably going to influence my decision on Governor Iato. I think we're going to have to replace him. See how long we've been playing here. 37 minutes, okay. There's a young dog and woman sitting nervously in this library. It's an unusual sight. You only rarely see dog and women. They tend to be kept hidden in their clan houses. When you approach, she rises and bows. Then, unsure if this is the right gesture, she curtsies. Then she bows again. Then one more time for safety. Then she wrings her hands and stammers. Hello, Prince of the Rokaj and Haven. Cousin, I am Falome. Cousin? What brings you to Esker Keep, Falome? I came to make a petition, to ask for help, cousin. You called me cousin. You are Ro, yes? Your father came from the Lodaga? Then you are part of us. But I am sorry for being so familiar. I came to ask for help, but I shouldn't bother you. That is what brought you to see me? No, I didn't know you would be here, but knowing our princes and princesses have Rokaj blood in them is very precious to some of us, the loyal ones. Do you think we are related? Oh no, we both spring from the soil of the Lodaga, but we are not closely related, I think. Sometimes it gets very hard to tell. What do you know of my father? Everyone in the Lodaga knows the name of Consort Darmal. He made the Rokaj the prize of Haven. For a time. Then he died. His clan was powerful once. Do you know anything about my clan? Only that they thought it wise to settle new land when your father died. They went into the wilds to the east with permission to start a new province for the Ro. I don't know what happened to them. I have another question. Philome, I think it's Philome. Philome stands while she talks to you. She isn't sure if she's allowed to sit in your presence. She shyly waits for you to speak. Why do you need Haven's help? She starts to talk, but then she chokes a bit. She wasn't prepared to speak. You give her time to regain her composure. I have fled my clan. Life for women in the Lodaga it can be hard. I have come here to make a petition. What would your life be if you returned home? They have planned a big marriage for me, a life in hiding. Many of my sisters and cousins, my cousins by blood, they are happy with their fate. I do not want to be bound to this man, so I fled. Can Haven change the lot of women in the Lodaga? The question surprises her. She gives it long thought. Then she shakes her head. No, the Rokaj are independent and stubborn. I can't afford foolish dreams. I know that if Haven tried to force us to change, it could only cause more rebellion than you are getting. What is your petition? I wish to leave the Lodaga. I want to serve Haven. Somewhere else. I'm asking for a position in one of your forts. I can cook, clean, repair. I learn fast. I am literate. She sets on the table an unsigned order in a pouch. If you sign this, it says I am worthy to work in one of your forts. The pouch contains a precious gift. A precious gift. When I left my clan, I took payment for all the work I have done. It is full of valuable crystals. I brought it to show my respect and get consideration. Sometimes Doggins get angry when you help us women. We are grateful at the mercy of Haven. You offer a bribe. Philomene puts her hands over her mouth, shocked. This is expected, isn't it? I heard this was required when dealing with Haven. Like Governor Yvette always requires a gift. You may have a post, but I don't need your bribe. Sign the paper. You read and then sign the paper. Philomene is now eligible to work in Haven's forts. Thank you so much, Prince. I will always be loyal to Haven. She takes the pouch. The conversation ends. Alright. Still have a lot of XP to go for next level. Rasas and Rokaj rule. The Rokaj is not ruled by one single leader. Such an organized system is too simple and predictable for such a wild and fractious land. Instead, each of the 4 provinces of the Rokaj is ruled by a Rasa. Rasas are local kings. Their power over their province is absolute, though a cruel or incompetent Rasa will not survive for long. The Ro will not tolerate it. The provinces of the Rokaj constantly raid and harass each other. When a dispute between 2 Rasas becomes too violent or disruptive, it is settled by the Rasa of the High Litha. The High Litha is a very poor and hungry land, but it is also the repository of the old ways of the Ro. Rasa is not a hereditary position. When a Rasa dies of natural causes or the occasional assassination, there's a period of months where the local clans argue and negotiate. There's a lot of trading and violence in this unstable time. When viable candidates finally emerge, they ascend to the ancient stone circle of Prova Krug and argue and fight until one of them wins the submission of the others. Welcome. We're always vigilant. Okay, I've got a place to rest. I'm going to go ahead and save, guys, and say thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this episode, Reclaiming the Fort, and I hope you'll join me for next time, as there's much more to come. So stay tuned for that. We've met the people of the fort. We've gathered their quests. Next time, we're going to head out and explore more of the Lodaga, so hope to see you guys then. Thank you for watching, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. Much love, peace, and joy. Let's go ahead and make a save. All right. Bye-bye, guys.